So now you got to convince 210 kids to listen to you.
Every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
Every day.
8 hours. What's 7? 6, 7 hours.
Every day.
Well, it's been a while. Everybody's been wanting to, when is the podcast? Well, here we go. This is the first episode of Real Folk. That's right. Let's give round of applause. That's right. Yeah, we're here. And first of all, I wanted to just talk a little bit about why I wanted to do this. So, you look at the South, and especially Mississippi. Mm-hmm. There have some type of stigmas, attached to it, some type of things that, are just very negative all the time. Mm-hmm. You hear about the Mississippi South, racism, this, What I believe that there are a lot more interesting things that are going on especially in this state, than just negative stuff. There are a lot of interesting people here. And I'm on a mission to find the most interesting people in the Pine Belt doing positive things, and we're just gonna sit here and get to know them. Yeah. And that's it. My name is Vincent Kirkland, okay? And welcome to Real Folk. This is going to be the name of the podcast, Real People, Real Conversations. And I want to thank Ultra Vibe Studios for allowing me to come in here and, shoot the first episode. Now, on to business. We got our first guest. Here we go. This guy, how old are you?
I am 29.
29, okay? Gary McCullum, 3 kids, beautiful wife, kid on the way, right?
Yeah, we got a third one and another.
Third, man, 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Yeah.
I'm done.
No, so we good after this.
Okay,
we are holding after this.
So we going to talk a little bit about teaching. I think that teachers, for lack of a better way, more professional way of saying this, teachers get crapped on a lot. And
that's it.
Well, I'm trying to keep it PG.
I got you.
But teachers, they just don't get the respect I believe they, should, even within the educational system. And so I wanted to talk to a couple of teachers just about the struggles and the, a lot of realizations that people may not understand about this, job. So what I want you to do is just, introduce yourself, how long you've been working, where you've been working, and then we just build off of that.
I got you.
So go ahead.
All right, what up, people? It's your boy. No, I'm Gary. Again, Kirkland, man, I appreciate you for having me on.
Hey, man. No problem. Thank you for coming.
Teaching career started 2015. Craziest thing is, I didn't even want to do this.
Why is there such not every, but most teachers that I talk to, they will start out with, I really didn't want to do this.
Bro, one, let's be honest.
Hey, that's why we're here.
This ain't Little House on the Prairie. No. This is not that, hey, early, 1990s.
This ain't Morgan Freeman?
No! No! This ain't Morgan Freeman? Man, you got kids throwing trash cans and chairs at teachers now. So
wait, whoa.
Yeah, man, come on, V. Come on, V. Come on,
never
V.
Seen
come on, V.
A child.
Come on, V.
A trash can.
Come on, V. Man, listen to me. When I tell you,
are you serious?
In this game of education, bro, it's I don't know. I don't know a word that adequately describes it. It's one of those things. I guess it's like serving your country. Like real talk. Like real talk. Like real talk. How you go and you put your life on the line. And then that kind of settles in. Bro, especially in war, for all of the men and women that have, given their life in service. I thank y'all. I salute y'all.
Thank you very much.
But education is like a fraction of that, because you go and you are in this room with 30, sometimes 35 children, and let's keep it real. You in a room with 30, 35 kids, different personalities, different people. and you have to
having to juggle a lot.
Man, like you're having to convince these kids to listen to you. Like before you even get into what your degree is in and what they hired you to do, you have to convince 30 different people. And then God forbid, like you teach junior high and high school. Because now that 30 is multiplied by 7 because you got 7 different classes. So now you got to convince 210 kids to listen to you.
Listen to you every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
Every day.
8 hours. What's 7 hours.
Every day. So there is this hesitancy going into it, but man, there's also this high that you get like when you walk away and it's done right.
Yeah.
Like there's this bliss that you feel when you can inspire a child, or when you have a child that comes up and say, thank you, or just when you see like the learning process starting to happen. I've always believed, we grew up poor. Like we didn't have money at all growing up. Okay. But education was that equalizer. Like everybody is on the same level in terms of education, man. And so through education, through music, I got the opportunity to do some things that probably without music I would have never even really known about. Okay. And we can get into that later, but yeah, dude, this is not something like, there's a reason why we have 3,000 vacancies in the state of Mississippi. Like there's a reason why. Yeah. We can talk about it, but a teacher pay raise is cool, but you're going to have to come up with a little bit more.
Well, first of all, and like I said, I don't think there's enough. You look at different cultures around the world, and teachers are in the same stratosphere as doctors.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you see, it shows. They're very respected. And here, I believe that teachers have become basically glorified babysitters.
Oh yeah.
And so it's good if my kid learns. I want them to, obviously. But in order for me to work, I need them somewhere that I can trust for 8 hours. So we got to go to school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that we're getting to this place where, as you see, all these things like happening, you look at China, like their students, let's just be honest, probably could run circles around our students.
Probably.
Well, I'm trying to be nice.
I got you. I got
you. Because you never want to say, you don't know everybody.
Right.
But just the base student, I've read studies where, these Chinese kids, they just know so much at so little. And the urgency to learn is just right there. Yeah. And our kids, there's TikTok, there's sports, there's this, that.
And I want to talk also about another factor as I think about the Chinese culture. One thing that I know of from just my personal research or friends that I know that are from China is that in the Chinese culture, there is this, solid kind of family foundation that's formed. Okay. And then along with that, they have this unbreakable sense of honor and dignity. Yes. Those are things that I think we've lost a little bit. Really a lot. Okay. You have kids who are growing up without moms, without dads, without anybody, and kids that are growing up in the foster care system, and trying to figure it out daily. So now what you're asking me to do is you want me to try to figure out who I am and learn from a complete stranger at the same time. I can't do both. So what am I supposed to do? Either you have to be a perfect illusionist and make me set this down for a second so that I can learn what you're trying to tell me and hope to God that what you're telling me is the truth, because kids can't see the future. None of us can. Yeah. So we're sitting in the classroom telling them that, hey, look, with this, you can do X, Y, and Z. Yeah. But if you don't connect something visual, something tangible to that, then the kids, they just think you're lying.
Do you think, I've heard the argument that, teachers can't do it all, but I feel as though teachers are being pushed in a sort of like area or in a corner where they have to juggle so many different hats that, normally, like you said, in China, all of these things, there are systems that are sort of set up to, just back up the teaching, aspect in their communities and cities or, this country, period. But here, when you come into the classroom, there's so much brokenness on the outside of it that you're sort of asking the teacher to be dad, mom, counselor, and teacher all in one. I don't think that model can sustain itself. Like, what do you say to that?
It can't. And then and even as I think about this, my heart aches. But when you throw in the fact of teachers who are barely making it themselves, when you throw in hey, look, I was crying in the car this morning because of something that happened at the house.
So I got to put on the face. Now I got to put on the face, and I have to be okay for these 30 to 35, kids. And if they feel, or if they a kid, I feel like classrooms, and the substitute teacher may get it more than, but they can feel weakness.
Oh man. it's like a little meter that they pull out their pocket.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, she weak today. we on her today. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. Like to be caught in this juggling act of I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't afford my house.
Yeah.
I love what I do.
Yeah.
But my kids don't really see me as much because I'm either planning or I'm here.
Or you're here doing something else that, like an extracurricular. Maybe you want to be coach. Maybe you want to, help with the, yearbook.
I'm gonna tell you and when I say it is a legitimate fear of mine.
Okay.
And I have to every single day keep it on the front of my brain.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave my house and be the man for the world, and I come home and my kids not know who I am.
Yeah, that you're put in a position for that to happen very easily, though. I mean, okay, so take I sort of ventured out and did like some coaching, and we're talking about after school. The bell rings. Me and the coach probably, this is practice, didn't get back or done till around 7.
Yeah.
And so then you toss in game day. I'm talking 8:39. And that's because we want to be there, and then you talk about that. I said yearbook. There are people who, do your yearbook. There are people who, they just got to get the grades and they want to, do some type of like planning for something extra. Because I always run into teachers that will take on everything that they have to do. And then because they love their class so much, they want to do something different. So they're caught, and if they have kids and their kids are at school with them, and they're just trying to figure it out, as they go. But it's the love for their students that makes them go the extra hour, the extra 2, the extra 3. And then you wake up and get back, you're like, I feel like I never left. Like, I was just here, right?
Dude. Like it is. So I serve currently as the Director of Performing Arts for East Marion.
Okay.
So this is my first year. When I started in August, we revived the gospel choir program. We created the show choir program. We created a hip hop dance team.
Okay.
We also revived the theater program, and we revived the speech and debate program, as well as starting a show choir junior program, which is 4th through 6th grade that feeds into the junior high, and then junior high feeds into the high school program.
Okay.
There's a lot constantly on my plate, constantly, and it is a balancing act.
Okay.
Because the coach in me wants to be great.
Perfect. Yeah.
Like I mean, I want to be
cross every T.
And as I tell my students all the time, excellence has a cost.
Oh yeah.
And someone has to pay it. Like if you want to strive for excellence in your program, the cost may be late evenings. The cost may be early mornings. The cost may be
same with coaching.
Yeah, like personal investment. Like you may have to pull out your own pocket. Somebody has to pay those things. And so where I am now, and I'm so grateful for my wife. Shout out to Shabril. for helping me to do is like she really helps me to prioritize and like remember, at the end of the day, I love my kids. I think that my family, my wife, my two beautiful girls, I think having them in my mind helps me to be the teacher that I am, because I think about the joy that I experience at home and I can translate that joy to my students. But if I drop the ball at home and I'm not feeling that joy when I come in, it's hard to fake joy. I can fake a smile.
Yeah.
But it's hard to fake joy.
Yeah, and kids can see that.
Oh,
They
dude.
know.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Mrs. Curtin, what's going on?
Oh, like...
Mr. McCullum, you just look like you are.
No, they don't say it like that now. Like back in the day, they used to say it like that. Hey, you okay? But now... Bro, why your pants ain't iron? Hey, y'all, Mr. McCullum Ashton.
Man, come on, man. You serious?
Bro, bro, when I tell you, like, these kids now, and I love them, but they are real. And if it's one thing that I can urge teachers to do, any teachers that's listening to this, watching this, is be real with your kids. Like, let them see, like, I'm a person. Like, I hurt. Like, I listen to rap. Like, I love R&B. Like, I like neo soul. I don't like Young Boy, and here's why. You don't
like NBA Young Boy?
Oh God!
Hey man, you gotta leave.
Oh God!
Why don't you like? Okay, NBA Young Boy is the guy, right?
He is
for the kids.
He is.
What is your problem with NBA Young Boy? Go ahead.
What if I said my problem with NBA Young Boy was? What if I said my problem with NBA Young Boy was? What if I said my problem with NBA Young Boy was?
Okay, that's three.
What if I said my problem with NBA Young Boy was?
That's
Did I say something different?
No.
I didn't. You say the same thing. Every single song. You talk about the same things. Every single song.
But, you talk about what you know. So he knows what's going on in his life.
And I got that. The first album. I got that.
Okay, but...
Then the second album.
But... Okay,
and then the third album.
So you're talking about NBA Youngboy. I look at NBA Youngboy and I'm like, okay, you do talk about the same thing, but I got to give this man respect because there are so the pool of rappers right now has been diluted to the point where anybody can pick up a phone and just pretend that they're a rapper.
I agree.
And so there's a difference between being a rapper and a lyricist. Okay, I feel as though there are a lot of rappers, but there are not a lot of people who can actually, rap. So, like, NBA Youngboy, to me, is one of those dudes who can actually rap. Like, he's not just a prop.
That's where I got a problem with it.
Okay.
All right, so I'm a music teacher.
Yes.
So
director.
I look at music as a language.
Yeah.
Like it has a language. There are different dialects, but it has a language. It all comes from the same.
Yes,
like I even talk about, so like people will say, well, I don't listen to rap or I don't listen to, I'm like, if you listen to gospel, like you listen to rap, like music is all the same. It's just what they talk about.
Yeah.
Like it's all the same. It's just everybody's sharing what they feel.
Yeah, so
like
someone got more beats.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's it. That's it. So what you're saying is because he got the synthesizer, he ain't saved. That's what you're saying. I can't listen to that. But no, like I look at music as this universal language. Okay. And if you keep only talking about one side of it, I don't look at you as like a lyricist, like Lil Wayne. Like you are a musician.
Yeah,
like you are
This man made a skateboarding album.
Dude, come on, man. Like a rock album because you picked up the guitar and I think it was Betty Wright taught you a couple chords. And you made a whole album. And you talked about in an interview just the reason why you did that. For not even for rock fans and all of this, but it was a personal achievement of yours to try to be able to overcome. So I look at, anytime I think of musicianship, I always think of like some of the greats. Okay. Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, he's good. Great.
You have songs flat out about sex.
Yeah. You
got songs that's talking about war.
Yes.
You got songs that's talking about internal reflection.
Okay.
All from the same guy. Like all from the same guy.
Yeah.
Different albums kind of highlight and hit on different things. You got party anthems. All from the same guy. when I think of,
you're talking about diversity, sort of like variety in what you can do.
Speak the language.
Yeah, your skill set has to be different, or it has to be more than just one or two tools. You got to have a whole.
Imagine going to a car dealership and the dude was like, "Look, I don't know nothing about cars. Now I can give you a pencil though if you want it."
Well, okay. I mean, do you think that's fair though? I think, like, let me say this, because if you have a set like talent,
mm-hmm.
and you do that talent extremely well,
mm-hmm.
does it really matter that you don't know all the other stuff? Like, okay, you can, let's say you can change oil really
mm-hmm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a career out of changing oil.
Correct.
You may not know how to, take the whole engine out.
Correct.
But you change oil really, really well.
Correct.
So I get what you're saying, and
mm-hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel as though, I'm just being put it this way. I feel like now we have to sort of change our standards, because, and I ran into the same thing with film.
mm-hmm.
Love movies,
mm-hmm.
and I found, I had to sort of not lower them, but change my standards and what I was looking for, because ain't everybody gonna, look at Christopher Nolan film the same as I do.
Right.
Everybody's not looking for Quentin Tarantino when they go to the theater. Maybe they just want to see, some just any Moonfall.
Like quick shot.
Yeah. And so with music, I'm right there with you. I think 90% of music is trash. Let's just be honest right now. Mainstream music is trash.
Okay.
You got like 4 or 5 people who write most songs that we listen to on the radio. But I don't know, man. I feel as though you have to sort of let off the pedal a little bit, or you're going to just run off into the ditch with this stuff. Because they're not looking for the same thing that me and you look for when they talk about music and art, period. Art.
That's it.
They're not looking for the same meaningful stuff that we looked at when Jay-Z is an artist. Kanye West is an artist. Drake is an artist.
So, and that's fine. But if you not, get over there with the kids. Like, get away from the adult table and get over there with the kids.
You said there are levels to this.
Like, come on, man. Like, and that's my, I guess, and as I teach it from an educational standpoint, like, that's my problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because people keep getting into the pure river and tainting it. Like that. Are you an artist or no? And what I mean by that, if you are an artist, let's take Prince. When he died, they found music in a vault.
Yes.
Like that he hadn't even, so Lil Wayne said in an interview that I had just watched, they asked him, when would you stop? Like when would you stop?
Never.
His answer was, when the words stop rhyming in my head, that's when I'll stop.
That's an artist.
You are an artist, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But I think young boy and people like, and I'm please don't shoot me.
Lil Baby.
No, I'm not.
I like
he close.
Baby.
Like he close. Like bigger picture kind of brought you closer to me.
Yeah.
But
Baby,
you know, but no. Like I think about, and I told my wife this the other day. I said, man, I really do believe Megan Thee Stallion got so much more to say.
Of course.
But
the industry's holding her back. But whose fault is that? Do you want the money or do you want the art? You gotta pick.
So
Megan could easily make an album by herself without the label.
Right.
But she's not gonna do that because she's not making enough money off it.
So what are you?
You tell me.
Are you, and like that's the question that I would ask them, because again, I think at the end of the day, V, all of us gotta answer that question. Like, what am I? Like, am I something that I just fit? Like, being a chameleon is tiring. Like, if every single room I go into, I got to camouflage to that. Like, no, I just rather be myself. Like, I just rather, and if that causes me to be the Basquiat, if that causes me to stand out, because I'm in an art room and I got hair that they don't understand on top of my head, or my paintings look better on the back of a trash can than they do on this art gallery until somebody comes along. Like, at what point do we stand up and say, I am who I am? Like, and I'm this way because I choose to be this way.
Well, I think that, that goes back to who's teaching you.
Man, spiraling, get back to education.
So go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
I don't teach my kids to conform to anything that I'm trying to give them.
Okay.
Because that's really not teaching. If we look at it from a teaching perspective, that's DOK 1. Depth of knowledge 1 is recall.
Okay.
Like if you just throw it back at me the way I gave it to you, that's 1.
Yeah.
What I'm asking you to do is depth of knowledge 4, which is, hey, I'm gonna give this to you, and then in whatever shape, that's like I'm gonna give you blocks. Build what you want. Like build whatever it is that you want.
Yeah, but the system, the educational system in America isn't set up for that. I mean,
it's not.
Yeah,
but
so,
at what
point?
At
point, you're teaching to a test. I mean,
like,
let's just be honest.
You are, and like there are some days, V, to where I will say to myself, man, I wish I could. I'm gonna be careful how I say this.
Yeah.
I wish I could teach to a test so that I can experience what it feels like. Because you
don't. No, you don't.
I do because the thing is, like, dude, we've stopped having reading fairs. Like we've stopped. Like the joy of, hey, bro, after lunch, my mama gave me $5. I'm gonna go get this animal book. Like I'm telling you, I'm gonna get 2 pencils. Oh, your mama didn't bring you no money.
There are still people doing it, but I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not
dude,
celebrating.
Like classroom reading projects to where we actually chose. Like I remember in 7th grade, my teacher, like we had a couple different book options, and we the students, like she read the synopsis of all of them, and we chose. Like, yeah, no, we're gonna read Outsiders. Like that sounds like something that we can kind of get down with. And next thing you know, you got these, like hard gangbangers talking about, hey, bro, did you read What Happened to Pony Boy?
Yeah.
Like, did you read it? Like, no, but did you read it though? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, look, when we get in 3rd period, we're gonna be on it. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Well, do you think that? I mean, a lot of that, I think, has to do with the rate at which technology has increased, in our just culture. Why would I go get a book when I can read the book on an iPad, an iPhone, or any other Apple, whatever device, Android too? Why would I waste, depending on how fast you read, a week, a couple days, when TikTok is instantaneous? I can get all the laughter, the sadness, the motivation from a 30-second video that I get from this 300-page book. What do you think about that?
I just preached on it Sunday. Okay. So I'm a minister as well, y'all. Wearing many hats. But
Amen.
Isaiah 43:19.
Okay.
The Lord says to Isaiah, behold, I shall do a new thing.
Yeah.
Do you not see it? And the challenge that I believe was imposed there is, I'm about to do something brand new, and don't be so stuck on the old that you miss it.
Okay.
Technology is shifting. It is changing. It changes every single day. I think that we have, you can call it complacency, you can call it just being comfortable.
Okay.
Like we're afraid to kind of branch out into the new.
When you say we, what are you saying? Because I think when you look at what COVID did to our teachers, I thought that just like teachers, principals, handled it as good as they could. I saw teachers who didn't know what Google Classroom was. Right. In like 2 weeks.
Become masters, yeah.
You know what I mean? So do you think it's the teachers or the administration, or is it more just higher up a little bit that doesn't understand? Because I had people tell me, different people from higher up would tell me things. I listen. And they'll say, hey, the only reason we have this test is because, they bought it and we got to use it. And I'm like, say what?
Yeah.
So you don't really, like, well, so we got to use it.
Because nobody else that's number one in the world uses it. Like, yeah.
So is this a problem? And the way I look at it, the district gets dumped on. And then the superintendent sort of has to give it to the principal. The principal has to give it to the teachers. Yeah. And then the teachers have to give it to the students. And so it's one of those things where it's not in that, realm. Yeah. It's sometimes not really anyone's fault. It comes from up here.
Yeah,
It comes from that $2 billion that we spend on that test. And we got to use that test because we spent $2 billion on it. You feel what I'm saying? So how do you in your like from where you're coming from, how do you merge that? How does a teacher that has about 27 to 30 students maximize creativity in a like say a world where it's just test? How does that?
Isaiah 43:19. For behold,
okay.
I shall do a new thing.
Gotcha.
Do you not see it? I don't know, man. Like I think we can get like I'm constantly every single day. I even ask my kids like once a week, what can I do to be better? Like, and don't hold back.
Wow.
Like,
okay.
Tell me.
That's
like,
cool.
Like, what can I do to be better for you? And I do that all the way down to 4th grade. Like so it's not just
They're
my
honest.
Oh man, kids are brutally honest.
Okay.
Like,
what give me like what did they say?
Like I've heard stuff from Mr. McCullum. You remember how in the beginning of the school year, like we would kind of open up class, and instead of doing our bell work, we would have open discussion, which is getting them to become critical thinkers.
Yes.
But what we would do, V, is we would talk about like real life situations. Gotcha. And we would just use maybe 5-10 minutes of class to kind of do that. Okay. And my kids were saying that, Mr. McCullum, we missed that. Okay. Like this was our 5-10 minutes to just get it out. Okay. And then as I thought about it and I noticed it, like they performed better. Mm-hmm. Like after they had that moment of just, like they were actually ready to kind of go into it. Okay. I've had that. And then I've had it all the way down to, hey, Mr. McCullum, I ain't gonna even lie. Like them shoes you wore the other day, like I couldn't listen to you because I was looking at you. Like, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pull back on when I wear my shoes. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Like I'm gonna pull back on that. So like you kind of gotta be within that space, and again, don't throw rocks at me, but don't be afraid to. And I don't want to say break the rules, but look like.
Look for space.
Look for the wave. Okay, look for the wave. Like when the rule does a wave, like that's your moment. Mm-hmm. So the thing, and I told my students this, I told my mentor this morning, but I told my students this maybe Thursday of last week. Okay. That I came from Laura High School, 2007 to 2010. Okay. I joined the Laura High School Gospel Choir in 2008 under the direction of Leander Bridges II. Okay. And we were an all superior rated gospel choir. We had so many trophies you couldn't see the paint on the wall. We would literally run out of places to like put like our trophies and stuff. Wow. Do I remember where those trophies and stuff came from? No. What I do remember are the lessons that he instilled in me, the friendships that I gained, riding the charter bus for the first time, watching it pull up, and it wasn't no yellow.
Isn't that crazy?
You know,
I remember my first charter bus ride too.
So what I'm saying is education and the true learning process has to be deeper than just black and white. Mm-hmm. Like it has to be deeper than just read this paragraph. Like it has to be. Like I remember when reading went from this globally accepted thing in school, because like when I was in elementary, like it was like drop everything and read. Yeah. Like hey, we had a certain time during the day, like we stopped and everything, pull out a book, pull out something, I don't care what it is, comic book, like read something. Yep, I remember to that. Where when I got to a point in high school, we would do popcorn read. Okay, you remember popcorn read? Like, and we used that more so as a joke. Yeah. Like we found somebody in the classroom that couldn't read, popcorn there. And then Eric will read, he'll popcorn somebody else. True. Popcorn Eric.
That's so true.
And then Eric is like,
man, why y'all do that, man? Bro, I'm over here trying to sleep, bro. Why you do that?
But man, but think about it. Like education kind of turned from this, like, hey, I do want to have this boundless kind of goal, dream that I want to reach. Like when you think about it, when you ask a kindergartner what they want to be, I want to be an astronaut that stands on the sun for the first time. Now we would go, what you talking about, Willis? You know what I'm saying? But where that comes from is they don't have bounds in terms of their creativity. Mm-hmm. Like they don't have, like there's nothing in them telling them that, hey, like you can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Which is somewhat of a good thing.
It is. Yeah, and as teachers, yes, there's so many different things that's coming out through the pipeline, but none of that stuff we can stop. Like none of that stuff can we just turn around, like as individuals. Yeah, that's a good way. Now maybe we can get together collectively, but it would take all of us in the country to do something like that, you know. But at the same time, individually, if I can't stop the water that's coming, I can ride the wave. Like if I can't stop, like, yeah, they're asking me to do this, but you didn't say how. Like all you told me was, hey, I need to get these kids ready to take the test. All right, cool. Well, if my kids are musically inclined, maybe instead of having anchor charts, we rap our whole stuff.
That has been known to work.
I'm saying, like research backs up and state that music is one of the only other things on this planet that actually works both sides of the brain simultaneously. Like one of the only things. So when I say ba da ba ba ba,
I'm loving it.
You didn't have to say, oh God. Oh no, that's not Kroger. That's not. Let me see, Walmart. No, that's not Walmart. Yeah, but you immediately knew that. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Because you've been exposed to it for a long enough amount of time, and then you probably even saw the picture of the arches in your head. So along with that, music can help kids learn things. Now, some of us function with, like, I can't study with, like, full-blown music. But I can with, like, instrumental kind of low in the background.
Man, I'm going through all this, like, stuff in my head.
Dude, I'm telling you.
M-I-C.
Dude, come on, man.
I don't even like Mickey Mouse.
Dude, come on. Oh, no. What's the one in my house? Good Lord. And my daughter, she's 1. And she can't say Cocoa Melon, so she said Cocoa Melon. Like, that's
wow.
Cocoa Melon. Like, and it's to the point now to where,
like a good neighbor.
Like, stay fine, man. Listen, it's to the point now, V, to where we can't even text around our daughter because she knows when I see that little thing. She's 1. She don't know what the cell phone is. Mm-hmm. When I see that little thing that mom and dad hold that has lights on it, I know I can use that to get to Cocoa Mel. Our 6-year-old, autistic. Mm-hmm. Her becoming verbal, learning colors and numbers and shapes was through music. Okay, it was through the songs.
So what you're saying is there are ways in which that we can get kids learning, but we're going to have to be a little bit more creative in sort of melding technology with what we're doing.
The Ron Clark Academy, they are known for having multiple scavenger hunts throughout the school for with math. Teacher in equipment right now, Lasagna Anderson. Shout out to Lasagna. Lasagna makes TikTok videos with her kids, and a lot of times it's.
Wait, is that legal? Can you do that?
Lasagna makes TikTok videos.
I didn't. Wow.
With her kids,
because there's some districts that they don't allow you to use it for you. Don't do that. No phones.
So, even if it's going to help my kids grow.
That makes sense.
No, I mean, and I get the whole policy behind it.
Yeah.
But if I can show you, and data supports, because we are all about DDD, making data-driven decisions. If I can show you that my kids having these phones out, at the end of the year, they test better.
And they'll do it. Yeah.
It's not even from the.
For you. You need one?
Even myself, last year at Laurel Middle School when I worked at Laurel, I finally started to integrate QR codes. And just having the conversation with the kids of what a QR code was. Bro, just take your phone out, scan it, and it'll go to the bill work. You know what I'm saying? And they flipping out over, you know what I'm saying?
And it makes them want to do it.
Oh, man. Yeah. Even down to the trivial, hey, look, we got 47 minutes in class. Mm-hmm. Give me 42. I set the timer. Give me 42 strong minutes. Mm-hmm. 5 minutes. Let's make a video. We'll make a TikTok video about what we learned today.
That's good. And they'll listen for those 4 just
to get to that 5. Listen to me. And I know it's some principals out there, some superintendents out there that's rolling over. They probably going to click off of this, but I'm telling you this right now. We keep saying at the conferences, we keep saying at our churches, we keep saying in our lunches at McAllister with the other superintendent. Yeah. We got to meet them halfway.
Yeah.
But nobody, you're only
really doing that.
You're using that as a cover up.
Slogan.
And it frustrates me so bad because the kids are wanting us to.
Yeah.
They are wanting us to. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, I bet. I tell you what, give me 42 minutes of strong math. Now we start talking about PBIS. Give me 42 minutes of strong math. And I mean everybody in here giving me their best. Little Jimmy in the back, you better not. If I come tap you
Yeah.
You ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, then the kid's gonna be on little Jimmy. Yo, Jimmy, hey, bro.
Hey, big dog. hey, you know what I'm saying? Like real talk. So
get the kids to buy in.
Oh man, if you don't have buy-in, going back to what we talked about earlier, even off camera, bro, like these kids are going through a lot. Like,
yeah, I'm a school counselor.
Like,
yeah, every week it's something.
These kids go through stuff that I mentally I couldn't put together. You know what I'm saying? Like they going through a lot.
Yes.
Some of them
every week.
They're already grown. Like they already grown.
Yeah.
So in their minds, bro, who are you? Like who are you to sit here and tell me that
a 16-year-old who's paying rent for his mom, you can't stand to him and be like, when you grow up, bro, I've been grown for a while.
Bro, I've been the man of the house since 10.
Yeah.
And you sitting up here telling me
that's real. That's a real thing.
Mr. Shaq, you just got married last year, wasn't it? So you just became the man of the house. I've been him since 10.
Yeah.
I've been him since 10. Yeah. I had to help my mama bury my dad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen my dad at all. And now you sitting up here
that's true.
Wanting to be this superhero in front of me when I ain't even afraid of death.
I don't believe in superheroes, bro.
Dude, come on. On my own. On my own. And now you want me to sit here and bow down to you when I don't do that to nobody else? And I don't even know you.
Ain't gonna happen.
I don't know. Ain't no picture of you on my mama's wall. We ain't seen you at the family reunion. Like, I don't know you. Yeah. So why would I listen to you?
They don't mean it as a disrespectful
It's not.
It's because, if you don't understand how certain cultures work, you can, interpret that as a disrespectful thing. But I do love being a counselor for, a lot of reasons. And one is where a teacher can't go, I can kind of go.
Absolutely.
So, like, if a kid says something to me, especially junior high school, I kind of go beyond it. I'm like, they'll say, something that may be considered crazy to the teacher. And I'll go, what do you mean by that? And then there's that look that you get. There's that, can I trust you? Dude, are you being serious?
I'm not judging you.
Yeah, you're not judging me. Look, and then they and then it's whoosh.
Right.
Then it's when something happens in the classroom. Man. I want to see Mr. Kirkland. I'm not talking to anyone else. I'm not talking to anyone but Mr. McCullum.
Man,
you see what I'm saying?
Dude.
And so,
and I think that, and what I'm gonna say, it may even put you out of a job, bro. Or make yours a lot easier. I say it like that.
Don't do that. I need money.
But I think we all do. But no, like for real, I think that all teachers need to be that.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you,
the teacher's the first counselor.
Come on, man.
I can.
Come on, man.
Let's be real.
I've always told first year teachers, even graduating seniors from different universities that I've had the opportunity to go and share with, don't be so for your lesson that you're no longer for the kids. Like, you playing and you worked hard, but I promise you it's gonna be there. Like that lesson gonna be there.
For real.
That child may not.
Exactly.
Like that child.
And that happens a lot.
Oh, dude, come on, man.
I lose kids throughout the year.
Yeah.
Like they're there. They were here last week. What happened? Man. Mr. Kirkland, they moved.
Hey, they moved.
I said, well, we were talking about, and we were right in it. I had a good lesson for anger management that they need. I'm sorry, Mr. Kirkland, they're just gone.
Yep.
And that throws me, and I'm like, well,
man,
I hope this kid's gonna. I'm still thinking about kids that I counseled 2 years ago.
Yeah.
In my head every day.
Yep.
And I'm like, where are they?
Yep. Or imagine from a music perspective, being that for the kids and creating this beautiful course, class, whatever, with kids, and then the school isn't performing well. So the parents transfer them out. But there's this pull because and I've had parents tell me, Mr. McCullum, my child adores you. Like, I believe in what you're doing. But my child's grades are slipping.
We gotta go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for a year, and this was like in part of COVID, like for a year, I created a community choir in Laurel just for that.
Yeah. Like
so that I could get with some of these kids who came through my program but went to another school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Laurel Youth Community Choir. But yeah, dude, like our kids, man, they go through so much. And teachers, we need to stop making these kids think that we're perfect.
because we're not. That's
You know, my kids challenged me. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
They challenged me to do this, and I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
So my choir gets ready to go to competition next week.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to Atlanta,
okay,
to compete. My kids asked me,
mm-hmm.
Mr. McCullum, you need to wear a pair of your retro ones on stage when you conducting us.
Do it. No, do it. You have to do that.
And at first,
you have to do that.
At first, I was like, and I gave it to him.
Shoot, like I love you. Got to.
Like
Jordans,
like
Jordan ones. You got to.
This is the protocol. Yeah, we gotta, and I'm
sorry.
Like, and what cracked was like,
which ones,
bro? Who made these rules that I was going by?
Exactly. Awesome. Which one? I want to know which one. Is it the retro? Like what?
So
is it the black and orange?
Shout out to
red and black.
Shout out to Brandon Slaughter, my shoe plug.
Okay.
My boy just got for me they don't even. I think they dropped. Well, I want to say they just dropped maybe a day or two ago.
Okay.
But I had them for about a week.
All right.
The
Tell
retro
me.
one Rebellionaires.
Wow. They don't still make that? They still make those?
Dude, listen to me. Listen to me, man. And the craziest part is, like, the kids are starting to kind of know me as that guy.
Yeah, me too.
Which is hilarious, because when I was growing up, I wore, like, FUBUs and buddies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was usually talked about.
I hope everyone heard that. It's not just me. It's him too.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So now, like, I don't drive in my shoes, like, at all. Like, I don't, because I don't want the heel to
count that much.
So
you're on another level.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Like, my good ones. Now, my Nike free runs, like, oh, no. I'll take them off, put them on the roof.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, so I came to school, because I've been telling the kids, like, look, bro, Crocs are, like, indoor shoes. Like that's not really something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I came to school with a pair of my Crocs.
Yeah.
So the kids were clowning me with that. Mr. McCullum. Hey, Mr. McCullum, like, why you wearing them shoes, whatever. So I had the Rebellionaires with me. I went to the room after bus duty. I put them jokers on, man. I'm stopping class. Mr. McCullum!
I had kids, they would love, every time I see it, they'd be like, yo, Miss Curtin, let me get them ones. I'm like, bro, I can't do that.
You gotta love it.
Well, look, man, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Look, now, what we're going to do, or what I do on this podcast, and I'm going to do since until the last episode, I'm going to give you the last word. I'm going to give people that come here the last word. So you got about 30 seconds. You say whatever you want. Just please don't get me in trouble. Go.
Don't give up. Be you. Be true.
Gary McCullum, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in.
The thing.
Thank you so. Now, go ahead. You got a book. You man.
Yep.
Go ahead. Yep.
All right. So this is my book. Enjoy the Ride, Trust the Process. It is for anyone. It is for anyone out there in that space that has just pretty much made it to a place to where you just don't know. Like, so again, y'all check it out on Amazon. It's on Amazon. Enjoy the Ride, Trust the Process. It's your boy here, Gary McCullum, and y'all reach out to me. My email is garymc2008@gmail.com. Find me on Facebook, Gary McCullum. That's MCCULLUM. Hit your boy. We out.
Thank you. That's it. Till next time.